Okay, guys, here I am. Do me a favor, please like, share, support, and I'm going to show you why Mexico will play South Africa in the opening game of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Okay, guys, here I am. Do me a favor, please like, share. And it's deeply, deeply profound. So every one of you watching, God bless you all, okay? So this World Cup will be about the book of Revelation, will be about the Bible. It's going to connect to nuclear war. It's revolved around Donald Trump as well. I'm going to show you that. And I'm also going to show you in this live stream that every single World Cup has been coded, which is super important. Since 1930, every single World Cup has been predetermined, going back to Uruguay winning the first one and Argentina winning the 22nd one. And whoever wins this one, it's already predetermined as well. So this is a very important live stream. I've spent over 10 hours on this. This is why sometimes I get a little bit frustrated. But I'll break this down for you as best I can, and you guys can support me as best you can. Now, why Mexico and South Africa? It's not the most appealing game, is it? When you think about a World Cup, it's not the most appealing. It's not a game that people will be really excited about. I'm sure Mexicans will be. I'm sure South Africans will be. Outside of that, I don't know how many people will be excited for this game. I'm going to show you why they're meeting on this particular date, why it's in the Azteca Stadium. And hopefully by the end of it, this is the stream that makes you go, okay, this is bigger than sports betting. This is biblical. This pretty much confirms that the world that I live in is coded. Now, I don't know how many World Cups I watched, a lot of them. So excited to watch World Cups. And now no excitement whatsoever because I know what I know. So I'll show you everything as slow as I can, right? As slow as I can. Chuck's here. I want to say thank you, Chuck, for everything that he's done for me. He inspired this. He's one of the most gifted coders and the nicest people I know. So thank you, Chuck, and I wish you luck on your journey to Italy. Sean, guys, please go check out Sean's channel. He did an amazing stream with Decoding with Cody about James Franco. It was absolutely spectacular. So go check that out and give him some support. And Philaday, God bless you. Thank you so much for your support. I can't believe that's that 149. Revelation equals 149. It's Pope Leo's birthday. Quite staggering, but thank you for that support. Beautiful cats, by the way. What's the name of your cats? Kenya loves cats. Let me know. Right, so I'll share my screen, and if there's people watching from Mexico, also let me know in the chat. Any South Africans? I've got loads of Mexican friends. Of course, I live in Mexico, but I've got quite a few friends from South Africa as well. Right, I'll share my screen for you. And keep an eye on those likes, right? Just keep an eye on them. See if they actually go up or if they just stay on that number. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Hopefully you can see. All right, let me know if you can see a tab that talks about when Mexico last lost a competitive game at the Azteca. Okay, the Azteca Stadium or the Estadio Azteca, depending on what language you speak. Jay, much love to you. Hello. Oh, wow, we got Mushy from South Africa. God bless you. That's awesome. That's awesome. Right, so Mexico last lost a competitive game at the Estadio Azteca on 9-6, 2013 in a 1-2 defeat to Honduras during the 2014 World Cup qualifiers. So I've mentioned this before. Oh, we got another one from South Africa, Johannesburg. God bless you, Enoch. So Mexico are unbelievable at the Azteca. It's in Mexico City, and they justify it because of the altitude. It's very difficult for nations to play in the altitude. So they're unbelievable there. Now, we know when it comes to North America, Mexico are the best team. So they don't often lose against those teams from North America. Their biggest rival is USA. But Mexico are better than USA. All right, and then they also lost against Costa Rica 6-1-6, the alternate number of the beast, 2001, the year of 9/11. That was also 1-2 or 2-1. And this is known as the infamous Aztecazo, right? Since the stadium's opening in 1966, the Mexican national team has maintained a historically dominant fortress, historically losing only a small handful of competitive matches there. So they are favourites to beat South Africa. There's plenty for them to win, there's plenty for them not to win. But this World Cup is all about revealing. Fair Spear, God bless you. Tommy, much love to you. Everyone who hasn't hit the like button, please do so. The cats are called Maikesh and Casimira, short Mira. Brought them back with me from Costa Rica, found them in a rescue centre and couldn't leave them behind. The third one is going to be called Gino. Costa Rica, I think that's who England are going to play in their opening game on Prince Philip's birthday. How convenient. How convenient. Was the 149 the first suggestion? Yeah, because everything that YouTube does is coded, including the super chats. Enoch lives a few kilometres from where they last played in the 2010 World Cup. Yeah, awesome. Right, so, well, look at this. You see this date? Can you all give me a woo? Thank you, John. I'm not going to ask for all the woos today. I'll try not to. So the last time they lost a competitive game in the Estadio Azteca was 9-6, 2013. 9-6, 2013. From that date to the opening game of the World Cup, which is Mexico versus South Africa, is a span of exactly 666 weeks. You see this? Do I have to say it again? From the last time Mexico lost a competitive match in the Azteca Stadium to them opening up the 2026 FIFA World Cup is a span of exactly 666 weeks, right? So this is all going to be about revelation. I've told you it's about the beast system that is coming, guys, and I'm going to prove it in this. Again, this is what I'm talking about, people going viral for little half-assed videos, or they'll show you like a breakdown of a magazine cover and it goes viral. Now, this stuff should be viral. Now, the first ever FIFA World Cup, it was played in 1930. It was hosted by Uruguay. That just so happened to be the same year that the founder of the Church of Satan, Anton LaVey, was born. Anton, much love to you, brother. Okay, he's making some connections there with Revelation and Mexico and South Africa. All right? And Fair Spear, I really appreciate you. I know you're going to reveal so much during this World Cup. So the match will be played between Mexico and South Africa. Mexico is a co-host nation, right? And that will be the opening game on the 11th of June, or June the 11th. Now, the match will be played at Estadio Norte, which is the Azteca Stadium. Now, it's named after a bank because the system's about to collapse. God bless you, Anfield Road. The last time that Mexico lost inside the stadium in a competitive match was versus Honduras on 9-6, 2013, a span of exactly 666 weeks before this game, right? Before they open the World Cup. Now, look at this. Chuck, watch this. Can already hear the commentators when Mexico are down 666 weeks since their last defeat at the Azteca. Exactly. Exactly. We're going to notice that. But look at this, guys. The last time they lost a competitive game at the Azteca was against Honduras, right? Watch this. The opening goal was scored by Ari Peralta after 6 minutes, and the winning goal was scored by Carlo Costley after 66. Guys, 6. You're going to see why I spent 10 hours on this. 6. The first goal, 6 minutes. The last goal, 66. Jesus, the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. It finished 2-1. 21's the 6 triangular number, and 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. And he's got cost in his name. Like, you can't buy or sell without the mark, right? So I'm thinking, what? This game, a qualifier, CONCACAF, 4th round, was coded? And if you also notice, Honduras advanced to 10 points and Mexico stayed on 18, which I'll need to put in my code. So I'm going to write a book about this. So Honduras advanced to 10 points, Mexico stayed on 18. Luke 10:18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. I think I need to put that in my code now. I'm going to have to put that in my code. I will be writing this book, guys, every game. That's my focus for the next 5 weeks, whatever it is. I am going to be showing you how biblical this is, that we're in the final days. I'm not trying to show you I'm the best coder in the world. I want to show you what this World Cup's all about. I'm not going to be getting interviewed, all right, by betting apps like some of these people. Now, we'll continue with this, like DraftKings. The 2026 FIFA World Cup will be the 23rd edition of the FIFA World Cup. Now, 2/3 is 66.6%. Okay? The 2026 FIFA World Cup will begin a span of exactly 23 weeks after an NW 6.5 earthquake struck near San Marcos in the Mexican state of Guerrero. The earthquake occurred at a depth of 18 kilometers. 2 people were killed, 24 others were injured, and hundreds of buildings were damaged as a result of the earthquake. And we keep hearing about earthquakes. Sean does really good work with earthquakes, right? And there's the confirmation. This is from Chuck, by the way, this earthquake. The earthquake was January the 2nd, 2026. I saw it online. And Mexico's going to open up the 23rd edition of the World Cup, a span of exactly 23 weeks after this earthquake in Mexico. Now, earthquakes, what do they connect to, guys? Collapse. Everything's about collapsing because Babylon's about to fall. Can I get a woo? You're the best coder in the world by far. Thank you. Thank you. Doesn't reflect in my numbers, does it? But that's because I'm probably also the most shadow banned person on YouTube. And again, if anyone wants to super chat, that's how I can keep going with this work. It helps me to continue to do this where I can spend 10 hours. I don't want to emphasize 10 because it connects to Satan, but 10 hours. 10 hours. And that's why I sometimes get frustrated. That's why I said that I better get 100 likes for this before I even start. 10 hours. Now, there's so much to this. The Azteca Stadium opened the same year that the Church of Satan was founded back in 1966. And it opened on 5/29/66, on the 149th day of 66, on a day leaving 216 days left in the year. All right, let me find the Azteca Stadium. Where is it? There you go. Can you see, guys? This is when the Azteca Stadium opened. I'll confirm it here, 5/29/1966. So that means it opened the 149th day of the year. That's why I'm going crazy that Philaday sent me a $1.49 or whatever it was super chat. I was like blown away by it. Julie, thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for your support. And there's the 149 and there's the 216. All right. So just look. I told you that the calendar that we operate on is the devil's. Now, in Gematria, the word revelation, because this is what this is going to be. Why do you think you're seeing all of this disclosure, which means revelation? Okay. I just did a stream for my brother John about Final Fantasy and the upcoming game being called Final Fantasy VII Revelation. Elena, God bless you. Yeah, exactly, Fair Spear. It also begins on the anniversary of Dusty Rhodes' death, the American Dream. So it's the death of America, Chuck. That's quite incredible. The American Dream, the death of America. His son Cody was just waving around a Portugal flag. WWE was just in Portugal. Now, the current Pope, who's going to play a major role in the end of days deception, false prophet, Leo, we know Leo just won the World Cup. He was born on 14/9, and of course he's American, right? North America is hosting this World Cup. If we see the one in 2030, Saudi Arabia, I'll be absolutely blown away. I'm actually shocked this one's going to take place. But by the way, did you see last night the Spurs won and there was violence in New York? Can I get a woo? Didn't I tell you all of that? After that NBA Game 3, which was 3 days before the World Cup begins, notice Caitlin Clark hit a game-winning 3 at the death on the same day. I said there's going to be chaos in the streets of New York. My whole Twitter feed is people getting beaten up in New York. Now, this is where it gets interesting. The Azteca Stadium opened in 66. We know that's when England won the World Cup, right? And they beat Germany 4-2. But the book of Revelation is the 66th and final book of the Bible. And it's the book that changed my life. Can I get an amen? Cheers for the woos, Dave. The book changed my life. I read the book of Revelation before I read the Bible. All glory to God. And he woke me up at 3 a.m. I moved into a new apartment, which was number 3. Okay. And it was my 3rd day of living there. And then the day after, I got my Patreon deleted and $3,000 stolen. You can't make that up, right? And then Gabriel set me up a website like the Archangel, and then he disappeared. I don't know where he is. Gabriel. And it was finding the book of Revelation. The day after, I said, there's a devil, there's a God. It was the day after. The same day I lost my Patreon account. All my work, all my members, gone. So there's beautiful things like that. At the time, it didn't feel beautiful. Can I get a woo? It did not feel beautiful. Misters, God bless you. But I've had a lot of support since, and you know who you are. Everyone who's supported me ever on this journey, I'm very grateful. That's why I'm still doing it. And I'm able to still do it. Now, I predicted this years ago. Claudia Sheinbaum Pardo is a Mexican politician, energy and climate change scientist, and academic who's been serving as the 66th president of Mexico since 2024, guys. The 66th, the current Mexican president, and go watch my stream when I told you she would win it ages ago. She's the 66th president. Right? Now, the 2026 group draws were made on 12/5/25, 6 months and 6 days before the opening game of the World Cup. I'll see if I can find that for you. I've got a lot of tabs. I've got to try and be organized here. It's going to be tough. Right, this is when they decided the groups. Right, December the 5th, 2025. So 6 months, 6 days before the opening game of the World Cup. Now, 611 is 66. 6 times 11 is 66, guys. This is Revelation, which again is the final book. It has to be the final World Cup. I thought it could be the 22nd one because there's 22 chapters in Revelation, but 23 is the 9th prime and 9 is the last single digit number, the number of completion. 23:9 is when Pope Francis visited the White House. 23:9 is when Tom Brady made his debut, the GOAT, against New York, right? The guy who got 7 rings. Again, I don't know if it's Ronaldo, but if it is, then I don't know what to say. Leo Messi won the 2022 FIFA World Cup 6 months and 6 days before his 36th birthday. And guess what, guys? Leo Messi has the same birthday as the Mexican president. Remember, Argentina won the World Cup the year I was born, 1986, in Mexico. And everybody watching this, please right now hit the like and also leave a comment. It really helps me. The people leaving comments, I love you. I appreciate you. I really am grateful when I see new names. So there's 77 watching. Hit the like and leave a comment. Let me know where you're from. I loved it when people say, oh, I'm watching from South Africa. Okay, it makes me feel like, okay, the work I'm doing is getting out there, even though the numbers are being manipulated. All right, you guys can help me with that. Okay, tell me where you're from. Now, look at this. You're going to love this one. There's obviously a riddle for Spain to win the World Cup, and this demon, remember, they're fallen angels. Lamine Yamal's a fallen angel, right? He's a fallen angel. Don't look at this guy as a, 18-year-old. He's a fallen angel. I'm going to explain his celebration, and I'm going to show you how it connects to Maradona, another fallen angel, and to Hitler, another, and to the Church of Satan. This right here, just this little code, should be a video. You're watching from Armenia. That's amazing. What's it like in Armenia? Ireland, Montreal, Canada, Spain, England. I appreciate this. Alicante. Okay. Widow's son. 611 is 13,041 weeks after the US was founded. 1,341 minutes equals 22:21 p.m. Revelation 22:21 is the final Bible verse. Okay. Guys, go support Widow's son. Wow. And that obviously connects to Gianna dying at 13. Kobe at 41. Messi won the World Cup with 13 days left in the year. The tournament began with 41 days left in the year. Guys, that's the final verse, which is one of my favorite verses. Ice 44 Elite, where are you from? God bless you. We've almost got 100 likes. So I want to get it to 200, 300, 400 today if you can. Watching from work, okay? Nice one. Now, I'm not telling you who's winning the World Cup right now. I'm telling you why South Africa are playing Mexico. Much love, in a loving way. I'm not telling you who's winning. I'm showing you that all the World Cups have been coded. All right, and I'm just going to, before we get into this, I will just read the final verse of the Bible. The final verse. It's one of my favorites. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you all. Amen. Sean, that is a quite incredible find. Now, notice when Messi won the World Cup as well, it was 6 months, 6 days before his birthday, which is 26 weeks and 6 days. And Pope Francis was the 266th Pope, and he was Argentinian. And Argentina beat France in the final, Pope Francis. All right? Well, watch this. Yeah, Jesus said he's coming soon. Amen. I can't wait. We've got sunny Scotland in the house. Don't trust the Simpsons when it comes to sports predictions, okay? Diego Maradona, many believe is one of the greatest footballers of all time. All 5'5" of him. I've mentioned Diego before, right? Because he was a drug addict, he was an alcoholic, he was a sex addict, and he was still the best player in the world. I believe that's only possible if you're a fallen angel. Can you all give me an amen? 5'5", drug addict, alcoholic, sex addict, and he was still the best footballer in the world. Because these people have fallen. That's why he was able to get that hand of God. Okay, at 5'5", he outjumped the goalkeeper, Peter Shilton, at 5'5". He had no right to do that. It was supernatural what he did. So Diego Maradona scored his hand of God goal versus England at the 1986 FIFA World Cup. This was the year I was born on my father's birthday. Okay, on my father's birthday. Did you see Spike Lee wear the Pope Leo 14 Knicks jersey? I did, brother, and that's why, well, one of the reasons why the Knicks stayed on 14 season playoff wins, which I said the Spurs last night. But Mexico hosted this World Cup, which is interesting now because I was born in 86 and I live in Mexico. And my dialing code is +624, which is the Mexican president's birthday and Leo Messi's birthday and when Freemasonry was founded. And 6 times 24 is 144, which is my birthday. Do you know what I mean? My birthday is 14/4. So I don't know. I'm so connected to the code, which is why I can do what I do. It's like a gift from God. And Maradona, right? Where are you? Don't tell me I've lost it. Maradona was born October the 30th, 1960. Guys, Diego Maradona was born exactly 66 months before the Church of Satan was founded in 66. And look at the date numerology, the 119, right? Exactly 66 months before the Church of Satan was founded, Diego Maradona was born. Now, when you include the end date, it's 287 weeks, and 28/7 is when the First World War began. And obviously, Argentina connected to the Falklands War, right? Which ended on Donald Trump's 36th birthday, 666, the 36th try, right? Now, look at this. I just want to show you here that the Church of Satan was founded the 30th of April, 34, and Diego Maradona was born the 304th day of the year, 34, okay? You'll see why Maradona has all the revelation numbers, why he was so good, okay? Yeah, please support the illusion, baby. Please. Like, honestly, you know it's not from my ego, guys. Later on, I'm seeing Miguapa, I'm seeing Kenya. All right, she has a period right now. She's feeling down, so I'm going to take her to the movies. I don't really like watching movies anymore, but I'm going to take her to the movies and get her a nice meal and tell her everything will be okay. Tell her God loves her. All right? I'm not going to be going around like, hey, guys, I'm the illusion baby. 200 likes today. Woo, how'd you like them apples? No, this work it needs to be supported a lot more. It does. I get support, but it needs to be a lot more. Because this alone deserves 10,000 likes. Watch this, right? So England won their only FIFA World Cup final in 66, and they won it 4-2, right, for the Beast. Now, the Church of Satan was founded on 34, on the 21-year death anniversary of Adolf Hitler, right? Guys, where do they tell us? Chuck will know this. What's the conspiracy with Hitler? Where did he flee to, guys? Type it in the chat. What nation did they say Hitler fled to? So Hitler was actually Austrian, but it was the Chancellor of Germany. Where did they say he fled to? Argentina, thank you, Esteban. Cheers, Fair Spear. Really want you back on that website. I don't know who will win the World Cup, brother. Right? I don't know how many times I have to say that. But just watch the stream. It might help you. Now, Leo Messi and Maradona connect to Germany. Donovan, God bless you. Do you want to know why? So, Diego Maradona won the 1986 World Cup final against Germany. Then in 1990, Diego Maradona lost the 1990 World Cup final to Germany. Keep the woos coming, guys. The dogs are barking. Lionel Messi lost the 2014 World Cup final to Germany. Now, Pope Francis was Argentinian. Messi won the World Cup a day after the Pope's birthday to win their first World Cup in 36 years. Pope Francis was born in the year 36. Argentina have won 3 out of 6 World Cup finals. They came into that World Cup 36 games undefeated. Okay? Messi won the World Cup in the 36th year of his life. Maradona died with 36 days left in the year. Maradona died 11-25. 11 plus 25 is 36. I do this off the top of my head, right? Now, it's quite incredible, isn't it? Now, Pope Francis replaced Pope Benedict. Pope Francis, Argentinian. Pope Benedict, German. So the Argentine replaced the German. Francis replaced Benedict. This is how deep it is. Divine, if you leave any negative comments, you're gone. One more and you're gone, okay? You'll never leave a comment on my YouTube channel again. To call me a lame coder, you're a demon, okay? You have a demon inside of you to say that. It's like calling Usain Bolt slow, calling me a lame decoder. So any more of that, you're gone. Now, Church of Satan founded 34, exactly 21 years after Hitler died. Diego Maradona was born the 304th day of 1960. Now, this may explain Lamine Yamal's 304 celebration. Guys, that's the name of his celebration. He claims this 304 celebration, look, he's got the 3 fingers, the 0 and the 4. With his bleached blonde hair, which is the unclean spirits in the book of Leviticus. He claims his 304 celebration is a tribute to his working class roots, representing the last 3 digits of the postal code 08304. Yeah, sure. Of his childhood neighborhood, Rocafonda, located in Mataró, Catalonia. That alone makes me, I would say, take Spain. For those who gamble, I'd say take Spain for that 304. Imagine he scores in the World Cup final and puts up that 304, and then they take it off Argentina, which connects to Maradona. That alone. Man, how many of you knew that with his celebration that it was called 304? And this is what these fallen angels do. They lie. And then people will say to me, illusion, you're reaching there. It's obvious that he's done it after his postal code. Who does that? And why hadn't he included 08? Could he not find a way of doing that? He just thought, you know what? I'm going to do the 304 to honor the last 3 digits of my postal code where I grew up. Right? And this guy's a Muslim. Just like Dembele, who just won the Ballon d'Or, because the fallen angels, Satan, pushes Islam. And Muslims are going to murder Christians. Adam, a great preacher and pastor, and helps me throughout life and sees things I never see before. Wow, thank you so much. And you're an unbelievable coder, mate. Cristiano Ronaldo was given golden key by Trump at the White House, Freemasonic key. Yes, I know, I've already done that, but it's bigger than that. CR7 gives the signed jersey to Donald Trump, the 7 trumpets. Don't test me, please. Have you got a book about Trump? Did you say he'd be president 4 years ago before he even said he was running? I'm sure you haven't. So, bro, don't come in here trying to tell me you're better than me because you've left a half-assed Freemason key code. That key is about the key to the bottomless pit. The angel of the bottomless pit. It's why Ronaldo's kid, Angel, died. But you didn't know that, did you? So come here to learn and I'll help you. But you've got Devon in your name. You're only missing an L from devil. Now, let's talk about Maradona a little bit longer. The Diego, obviously, the ritual with Diego Jota, whose name is exactly the same in gematria as Freemason. Diego Maradona scored his legendary goal of the century. When they start getting these awards, it's because, again, they are the fallen angels. Against England, again, the Falklands War was the 10-week war. Argentina, England, Maradona wore 10, Messi 10. Jeff Hurst, who got a hat-trick in the World Cup final for England, 10, say 10. All right, I think Yamal's 10, isn't he? And it was the quarterfinal, the last day in Mexico. Mexico are going to be the first team to open up the World Cup for the 8th time. Another 8. 8 teams have won the World Cup. I don't know if it stays on that or if it's going to be 9. So he got the ball. You can go watch this. And basically, he's picked the ball up in his own half and he's dribbled past these world-class English players, all Freemasons, right? And he started in his own half. He's whizzed through them. He even went round the goalkeeper. He sprinted 60 meters, which is 66 yards. Can I get a woo? So the actual code behind that goal of the century involves 666. Now you tell me how man can control that. They can't. I don't care if the Economist has Ronaldo on it. How do you know it's not Haaland? Can I get a woo? All right, I've already broken this down. Right, the first day it came out. Right? You all say it's Ronaldo doing the volley in a red jersey. How do you know it's not Haaland, the beast? Did you even think about that? You're automatically saying it's Ronaldo because of the bicycle kick, which, by the way, he didn't do in a Portugal shirt. He did it for Juventus. How do you know it's not Haaland, who is in this night commercial at the end doing a bicycle kick in a red jersey? Did you think about that? No. This is the thing. It could be Kane. Right? When England won the World Cup, they were wearing red jerseys. Can I get a woo? So you can't just go, it's Ronaldo, a red jersey. It could be a Spanish striker in a red jersey that scores a bicycle kick. So my issue with Portugal, I know all the numbers behind Portugal. With Ronaldo, with Jota, with Eusebio, all of the numbers. But when I see all of my Twitter fiends saying Portugal are going to win the World Cup, I'll tell you something, it's a red flag. Can I get a woo? And if they win it again, am I going to be shocked? No, because I've got every number for Portugal. But if you're going around saying, because Ronaldo was on The Economist scoring a bicycle kick, you don't even know if it went in the goal. He might miss from 5 yards out. You don't know if it went in the goal. So you're going to say he was winning the World Cup because of the front cover of a magazine and convince people that it's a lock? No, I'm not having that. I'll call that out all day long. Right? All the celebrities are saying Portugal as well. Anyways, you got to think deeper. Look what I'm showing you here. The Azteca Stadium opened with 216 days left in the year, correct? And keep smashing that like, super chat if you can, guys. Any support, I'll appreciate. 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. Argentine Pope Francis died 13 months and 21 days before the World Cup begins. Right? Can you see? Pope Francis died. Again, this could benefit England. I don't know. You're going to find riddles for so many. That's why I'm not going to pick. I'm just going to reveal. Pope Francis died on the Queen's birthday. Right? The Queen who gave Jeff Hurst the World Cup in '66. He died on the Queen's 99th birthday. Remember, Prince Philip died at age 99. On the 99th day of 2021. So Pope Francis died 13 months, 21 days before the World Cup begins. 13-21. I showed you yesterday that the Knicks playoff run ended at 13 wins and the series is now 2-1. Showed you that yesterday. And what's that? 1,321. The 216th prime. Can I get a woo first, Beer? Look, 216th prime. Pope Francis died 13 months, 21 days before the World Cup begins. And Argentina won the World Cup a day after his birthday. So they won it on December the 18th. Pope Francis's birthday is December the 17th. Right? So his death is very significant, and it's got the 666 connection. It's also Prince William's birthday, and I believe King Charles will be dead very soon and replaced by William. Mexico will co-host the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which begins on a date written 11/6, the 11th of June, and they last lost a competitive game at the Azteca Stadium on a day leaving 116 days left in the year. Right? So, see if I can find it. There's too many. This is when they last lost a competitive game at the Azteca Stadium. 116 days left in the year. They're going to open up the World Cup on a date written the 11th of June, 11/6. Right? And they won the Gold Cup on George Bush's birthday, which I coded before the tournament. On George Bush's birthday, who was the president during 9/11, a span of 11 months and 6 days before they open up this World Cup on 11/6. 11/6. 11 hours and 6 minutes is 666 minutes. Right? 11 hours, 6 minutes is 666 minutes. It's about the mark of the beast, the number of the beast, and I'm giving you wisdom. Right? I'm giving you the wisdom. I do not want you to accept the mark of the beast and get caught up in this fallen world and lose your eternal life in heaven. Revelation 13:18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. This World Cup begins on 11/6, 11 hours, 6 minutes, 666 minutes. Literally, Mexico last lost a competitive game in the Azteca a span of 666 weeks before they open this World Cup. Okay? Kobe Bryant, I'll give you more. Yeah, give your life to Jesus. Amen. Smash that like button. Kobe Bryant was born 23/8. This is the 23rd edition. 8 teams have won the World Cup. Kobe Bryant died 497 months, 3 days old, 666 prime. He had a 666 training regime. He made his NBA debut at age 18, 6+6+6. His highest scoring game was in his 666 game. I've given you Kobe codes for 6 years because everything about Kobe Bryant is about revelation. And it was the day after I did my stream of Kobe Bryant revelation and coronavirus when I lost my Patreon. Kobe's a fallen angel. Yeah, Ronaldo's named after Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan's the only US president whose full name has the 666, which I've shown you. Ronald Reagan, who Ronaldo's named after, Ronald Wilson Reagan, 666. And yes, Queen Elizabeth became the queen on Ronald Reagan's birthday. Okay? Why do you think Ronaldo dominated with the Red Devils in England? Why do you think Ronaldo made his second debut for the Red Devils on 9/11, like I told you he would, against Newcastle, and then the Queen died in the castle? And she died 911 days after COVID was declared a pandemic, which was on 3/11, and 3:11 p.m. is the 911th minute of the day. Don't believe me? Go Google it. Right? So Ronaldo's named after Ronald Reagan. He was the first MAGA president. Now Ronaldo can win the World Cup as the US has a MAGA president, which is the highest degree of Satanism. I know the Ronaldo stuff. It's worth taking. What is he, 9-1? For the gamblers out there who only care about money, take. You can bet on 3 or 4 teams in the World Cup and make a profit if one of them win. Like, who's the favourite? Spain? What are they? Maybe, are they 5-1, 6-1? I don't know. But this is the thing. People only want to know who's going to win because they only want to fill their pockets. Or their fans. And it's sad when I'm showing you this information. Now I want to show you this that I've not shown anybody. So I've not even put this on my website yet. Ronaldo's parents are called Mary and Joseph. In translation, JL. Can I get a woo? Cristiano, which means follower of Christ. His parents, their names translate to Mary and Joseph. Jesus' parents on earth. These are fallen angels. They make up their lives. Lionel Messi, Leo, the lion. Jesus, the Lion of Judah. Messi is the messenger, the Messiah. That's why they get worshipped. The worship that belongs to God. Okay? Yeah, the Spurs have Castle. He hit that dagger last night, didn't he? In New York. Where's Queens? New York. I do this with... This is the difference. I do it with every sport, guys, and I bring it to the Bible. I just did it yesterday with Final Fantasy. I'm not just going to talk to you about sports and who's going to win. Okay? It's far deeper. Guys, if we are in the biblical final days, that should be more of a focus for you than if Ronaldo is going to win the World Cup. The reason why people are so wrapped up in Ronaldo, again, is because he's a fallen angel. They wonder after the angels. They wonder after the beast. People have this connection with Ronaldo and Messi. It's almost like you're related to them or something. I really want Ronaldo to win it. Why? You're not Portuguese. Why? You're not his family. Because you're connected to him. These angels want that. They want you connected to them. All right? It's true. You send laughing emojis as much as you want. Why do people always leave on my feed? I hope Ronaldo wins the World Cup. Why? I just say why. They don't have an answer. He deserves it. Why do you care? I mentioned this yesterday. They don't care about you. Now watch this. I went into Mexico. Durrell, baby, thank you. Woo! Appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you. I hope one day you can come visit. England white, plenty red stripes. Sure, Belgium have black strip. They also have red. They're the Red Devils, Belgium. This is what I'm saying. There's so many options. Morocco have the 4 horsemen colours. We're finally going to have an African winner. You don't know. Oh, here he goes again. Woo! He's throwing out gifts like Satan's claws. I mean, Santa Claus. Thank you, Durrell. I appreciate you greatly. Now, look at this that I found. Let's go here. I went to the all-time standings, right? I wanted to know. I knew Brazil had the most points, but I was intrigued to see Mexico. Mexico are 12th in regards to the all-time table of points in the World Cup. Well, look at this. I can't zoom in, so bear with me. Mexico, 60 matches played. Can you all see it? Please let me know. 60 matches. Chuck, are you still there? 66 points. Come on, guys. Can we get a round of applause for that, baby? Mexico, 60 matches. I'll just confirm here. Look, matches, 60. And points, 66. 666. 666. How many? Oh, thank you again, Durrell, brother. How many do you want before you go, okay, all right. Okay, Adam. Jeez, wow. FIFA president Gianni Infantino became the president of FIFA in 2016. 666 plus 666 plus 666 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, 2016. The year Trump was voted in. The year Ronaldo won the Euros. The year Kobe retired. The year Leicester won the Premier League. The year LeBron won the NBA Finals. Very satanic year, 2016. All right? And this Gianni Infantino, Gianni means God is gracious. All right? But I just want to show you some images of this guy because, again, I don't think he's human. Yeah, Ochoa's number 13 is playing his 6th World Cup. 13 is the 6th prime number. Can we get this stream up to 200 likes, guys? Right now, if you haven't hit the like, please do so. My eyes are going a bit dizzy because I haven't slept. So please help. Duell, you really helped me there. Thank you. This guy and also this guy, who I don't think is human, the NBA commissioner. Look at this guy. You're telling me this guy's human? Straight out Mars attacks, baby. This guy is not human. Adam Silver. The first man was Adam. Judas sold Jesus 30 pieces of silver. This is the commissioner. Man, this guy looks straight out of some sort of horror movie. All right? If this guy came up to me and said he was extraterrestrial, I'm not going to go, no way. I'm going to go, okay, pretty obvious. Pretty obvious. All right? So this guy and this guy, I think they're fallen. I don't think they're human. And again, I've studied it. Fallen angels can reveal themselves as human beings. It's biblical. All right? And remember this one, look, it's all, there's the key. The key. He also got the key. The key to the bottomless pit. So I think Trump's another one. He's fallen and they've got their little plan of action. But you know what? Let's type it all in the chat. God wins. These guys think they're going to win. They have moments where it just looks like we've got them. Wait until Jesus sets the world on fire, you little alien freaks. All right? And this guy as well, another fallen one. Sepp Blatter. FIFA's been proven to be corrupt. All right? Why is it corrupt? Because it's run by fallen angels who are completely corrupt, who communicate with each other through symbols. All right? This Ronaldo, fallen angel. Big fat Ronaldo, what a player he was. Fallen angel. He's not just some guy who grew up on the streets of Brazil. That's a fallen angel you're looking at. And then he's one of the Galacticos. Okay, Galacticos, out of this world. Now, shout out to my brother. My brother just thanked me for doing the Final Fantasy stream. Please continue to pray for my brother John to come to the Lord, okay? For those who believe. Mexico get knocked out of the World Cup in the 6th game, perhaps. But yeah, this Ochoa guy is number 13. So look, his birth is this 13/7. Do you know what this is, guys? Do you want me to tell you what this is? 13/7. It's the freaking date of the first World Cup game. Can I get a woo, Cooper, baby? Yeah, I used to live for the weekend and football, Cooper. I played semi-pro. My life at the weekend as a young lad was party, get a girl, get drunk, play football, place the odd bet, get a Chinese, hang out with my mates. And then when I lived in the US, I was a coach. So all my weekend I was coaching. And then when I moved to Mexico, I would get up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. to watch the Premier League. I was a huge Man United fan. I will not watch one World Cup game. Unless somebody invites me for dinner and there's a game on in the background, I won't watch it. And yeah, I live for it, bro. I've been there. It's not easy to do this still. But anyways, this guy, Ochoa, who is going to play in his 6th World Cup, his birthday's 13/7. That's when Donald Trump's assassination attempt was. It's also Julius Caesar's birthday. But if you go to 1930 World Cup, right? It was in Uruguay. Look when it began. Can you see it? Can you all see it? It began on July the 13th, 1930, which means Ochoa was born exactly 55 years later. Satan's number. Right? Francisco, Papa Francisco. The Church of Satan is in San Francisco. Yeah, and it's also the 33rd prime, thank you. Which is big with the angels because a third of them were cast out of heaven. So yeah, it's number 13 because Revelation 13 is the mark of the beast. It's rebellion. It's 13. Like, who's this team? Who's he playing for? Like, how's he going to the... He's playing in the Cypriot League. I could still play in it. Lady Hawk, I love you. Much love to you. I know you've already hit the like. Look, he's playing in the Cypriot First Division and he's going to the World Cup. Oh my word, 33 matches played. That's hilarious. Can I get a woo to Anton? 33 matches. That what? And his birthday's the 33rd prime. So it's like, guys, what's he doing at the World Cup? What's he doing there? So I'll have to do a breakdown on this guy. My eyes are hurting. Now, Mexico last lost a competitive game at the Azteca Stadium on 9/6, September the 6th. They're going to play in the opening game of the World Cup. 96 years after the first World Cup, guys. Garrow's 116 forecast, he's been doing it for years. Maybe he gets it right eventually, I don't know. There's something with that number. Fair play to Garrow for identifying connections with 11/6. But I don't know. Let's see. Come to your own conclusions with that guy. But he's been saying it for many, many years and nothing happens. So it's like the boy who cried wolf, but maybe something will happen on that date. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Now, the first World Cup, guys, was 96 years ago, wasn't it? 2026 minus 1930 is 96. This is a big number with my work. It's the year Kobe was drafted, wasn't it? It's the age the Queen died. But Mexico versus South Africa will take place a span of 9 months and 6 days before the recent anniversary of their 9-6 loss. Okay? Mexico won the Gold Cup in 96. Donald Trump's first day in office as the 47th US president, remember Argentina have won 47 World Cup games, was exactly 96 months after his first day as the 45th president. And Donald Trump will co-present the World Cup trophy alongside FIFA president Gianni Infantino, and Gianni translates to God is gracious. So again, why is the Canadian president not there? Can I get a woo? Why is the Mexican president not there? Why is it Trump and Gianni? Why is it not all of it? It should be Trump, it should be the Canadian Prime Minister, and it should also be the Mexican. Why is it just Trump and Gianni? But this is your 96s biblically, okay? Yeah, exactly. He needs to read the Bible. That's the key. To go to the next level with this work, you need to know the scriptures. Anyone will tell you when it comes to coding with the Bible, you got to follow my channel for that. Because look what I'm bringing you, the verses. Revelation 9:6 is the 96, guys. And in those days shall man seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. In hell, guys, you'll be tormented so much you'll wish you were dead, but you can't die because it's eternal. Thank you so much, Risa. Team that has the best riddle to win. The most obvious one is Portugal. The Netherlands riddle's amazing. Brazil's riddle's amazing. I can't say, I can't tell you, but I think it comes down to opinion. There's 48 teams, and I've mentioned this to you all before. There's probably about 12 that have a chance. Portugal, Netherlands, Argentina, England, Brazil, Germany, France. Could perhaps throw in Morocco with how good they are now, Spain. But outside of that, unless I've missed a few nations, Norway are dark horses. I don't know who has the best riddle. Spain are the favourites. EA Sports say Spain are going to win. They've called it the last 4 World Cups and got it right. So Spain's is good. But I don't know. You guys can put in the chat who you think's going to win and why if you want. Then Isaiah 9:6. This is all about Jesus Christ, okay? 1930 is the first year of the Great Depression. It's the first full year, yeah, because it began in 1929. But the first full year was 1930 as well, yeah. And we're entering another one, aren't we, Donovan? We're going to enter another depression. And that's something that is going to be difficult for everybody. Isaiah 9:6 is a verse about Jesus Christ, okay? For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Trump got awarded the Prince of Peace by Israel. Somebody's mentioning Japan, yeah. Anything's possible, guys. And that's the thing with it. Like, remember when Greece won the Euros? It's very rare. It's usually, in it, only 8 teams have won the World Cup. It's very rare. But we are in a world right now where Japan could win the World Cup. If there's some sort of riddle that we've missed with Pearl Harbor or something, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I like to go game by game. Look what I'm showing you now, just for one game. Do you know what I mean? Can I get a woo? This is just one game. I'm breaking down Mexico, South Africa, why they're playing each other. I'm not here saying, okay, put all your money on Mexico or all your money on South Africa. If it's a draw, the Mexico coach goes to 1,318 points, which is Revelation 13:18, 666, the number of the beast. But we also know that Mexico don't really lose in the Azteca. Now, I'm going to talk about Nelson Mandela because he's heavily connected to South Africa and to the Queen. Queen Elizabeth II died at age 96. Messi came into the last World Cup final with 96 goals for Argentina. And Queen Elizabeth II and Nelson Mandela shared a remarkably warm and informal friendship that transcended traditional royal protocol and political boundaries. Mandela was one of the few global figures who could call the Queen directly, bypassing the usual diplomatic channels. And in 96, the year when England hosted the Euros, Mandela made a highly successful state visit to the UK, which included a carriage ride down the mall and a state banquet hosted by the Queen at Buckingham Palace. Right? So, does that benefit England? Is it relevant that the Queen was so connected to Mandela, who's South African, who are opening the World Cup? I don't know. But I do know that the World Cup for England begins on Prince Philip's birthday, who gave Bobby Moore the trophy in 66 with the Queen. Do you know what I mean? Number 6, Bobby Moore, guys, lifted up the trophy in 66 wearing a red jersey. Can I get a woo? That's a fact. Number 6, Bobby Moore, lifted up the trophy wearing a red jersey, Satan the Red Dragon, wearing number 6 in 66. And they beat Germany 4-2 and the Beast reigns for 42 months. And literally got the trophy from the Queen and Prince Philip. Queen Elizabeth said she fell in love with Philip when she was 13 and he was 18. 13, 18. So it's like, come on. England, Spain, I don't think so. That would be a repeat of the Euros, and they don't often do that. Now, it could be though. I don't think it's going to be England, Spain, but they connect to royalty, don't they? Both England and Spain have royal families. So do the Netherlands. And they have an unbelievable riddle, the Netherlands. Now, Mexico's coach is Javier Aguirre Onandia, right? Now, if we go here, guys, look how many points he has all time. 1,317 points. Can you see it? This is him, Javier Aguirre, right? And he's got 1,317 points all time as a head coach. 13-17. And it's like, oh my word, guys, the beast system's coming. Just don't accept it. Revelation 13-17, that's how many points he has. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And that brings us back to this time when they lost to Honduras. Carlo Costly, 66 minutes, cost. Now, if you accept the mark of the beast, it's going to cost you eternal life in heaven. And there's going to be a lot of cost to be paid if you refuse it. You'll be killed or you'll starve to death. You won't be able to function. Look, who the goalkeeper was Corona as well, like the virus. Okay. Now, Revelation 13-17 means that during a future end times period, which I think is imminent, not trying to scare you, an evil global dictator, the Antichrist, who I believe is Donald John Trump, will establish absolute economic control. Now, let me ask you this. Just put yes or no in the chat. You don't have to agree that Trump's the Antichrist. Do you believe that Trump could establish absolute economic control? Just put yes or no. Would you be shocked if Donald Trump was the face of the economy? That's why he's putting his face on all the bills and the coins, all right? Would you be shocked if it came out that he was going to establish this new economic control when he's the one pushing AI heavily? You wouldn't, would you? Going to make the economy great again, okay? Do you believe that he could be an evil global dictator? Yes. I have every number. Remember, guys, that his first day in office as the 47th president was exactly 666 months after the moon landing, and now he's disclosing the alien files. 666. Lisa, thanks so much. Why Holland great code? It's a low average team. That doesn't matter. They have the lion, Jesus, the Lion of Judah, the Leo, because the crest is a lion. They have the orange, Trump's the orange man. They have the Virgil van Dijk, the number 4, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. The Jota connections. I did a Jota code about why he died, which connected to Van Dijk, which is why I think Netherlands could perhaps even play Portugal. The royal family connections of the Netherlands. There was a few other things that I have for them with their coach as well. There's a lot for the Netherlands, trust me. Those who refuse to receive a physical or symbolic mark of allegiance to him will be barred from participating in society, entirely unable to buy food, supplies, or conduct business. I think England's best player after Harry Kane in this World Cup will be Marcus Rashford. Okay, for the mark of the beast, and he'll point to his temple. I think Kane's going to dominate for England. I think he'll win the Golden Boot. Again, nobody's ever won it twice before anybody goes, oh, good job picking Kane. No player's ever won the Golden Boot at the World Cup twice, ever, in its history. Now, this is interesting with Mexico's coach about you can't buy or sell, because this is going on now in Mexico. I live here. Mexico's digital ID is currently rolling out nationwide in the form of biometric curb and the updated Lavi MX digital platform. The new system, the Beast system, which upgrades the traditional KERP, unique population registry code, incorporates a photograph, fingerprints, iris scans, and a digital signature directly linked to your identity. This is going on in Mexico now, where I live. Yeah, China's already digital. The Chinese virus. So look at that. This is deep, guys, isn't it? Isn't it, guys? If this is a big if Mexico get 4 points from the first two games, like 42, the coach will have 1,321 points. So if Mexico draw and win, or win and draw the first two games, that's how many points the coach is going to have, guys. So I don't know who they're playing. Anybody know Mexico's second game? They got South Africa. Who do they play after that? Maybe they draw with South Africa, and who have they got in the second game? Yeah, the UK is pushing the digital ID as well. Sweden. I think Spain have a great shot. I like Spain. My gut says Spain, but about 3 weeks ago I said Portugal. Well, no, 3 weeks ago. About 9 months ago. But I just don't like everybody's on them. Now look at this. Mexico's head coach, Javier Aguirre, played in the 1986 FIFA World Cup, guys. He played in it, which Maradona won. And he was born on 12/1/1958. Right? Where are you? Here he is, right? This is Mexico's coach. Born December the 1st. Well, look at this. Alistair Crowley, the B666. He died on December the 1st. This means that Mexico's coach was born exactly 11 years after Crowley died. Crowley's from England. English occultist, ceremonial magician. This is why they're called A-listers, because of Alistair. So 11, and they both have the 12-1 connections. 121 is 11 times 11. Like it's 11 v 11 on a football pitch. So Antichrist equals 121, so does Revelation. So how wild is that? That this guy connects to Crowley. And literally, guys, look how he went to Trinity College. Mexico's called El Tri. How many like? Keep smashing that like, super chat. Thank you very much. I can't wait to relax tonight, guys. It's been too long. Guys, Mexico are called El Tri. The three colors on the flag, right? Crowley went to Trinity College, got the Trinity test with nuclear war, and you've got the Holy Trinity of the Bible. And this will be the first World Cup where there's three nations hosting it, the trifecta, three. So again, does this benefit England? Guys, I'm telling you, he was a magician. And he did the Golden Dawn. Look, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. It's the Golden Age tonight that Vegas team's playing. All right? What they called the Golden Knights. But look what his nickname was. Crowley was a notorious English occultist, writer and ceremonial magician who famously adopted the moniker the Beast 666 or the Great Beast. And the Beast, Trump's presidential car is the Beast, and he wants to make America great again, guys. Yeah, Messi baptized Lamine Yamal, which could be Messi gives the World Cup to Yamal. Can I get a woo? My gut right now is Spain. They have pain in the name and the beginning of the birth pains. Messi baptized Yamal. Messi just won the World Cup. Might be some sort of ritual to give it to Yamal. I've told you that Yamal, right? His name begins with LAM, which is the initials of Lionel Andreas Messi. I don't think Yamal's human, which explains why he's insane at the age that he is. And Lam was a demon that was in contact with. That's Messi and Yamal. Now, this is disturbing to me. And it was the Masonic black and white, even with his outfit. So this could, and again, the same jersey numbers, the 19s, the 10s, they bleached their hair blonde. They play identical. They play identical to each other. Yamal on his admiration for Lionel Messi. So, if you ask me to pick a team right now, I'd say Spain. Not just because they're the favourites, because that can change after one game. I'd say Spain. Will it be their second World Cup? Yeah, it'll be their second World Cup win, and it's the 23rd edition. Oh my word, guys, can I get a woo? I've just made a find. Somebody write this down because I'm going to forget it. They can get the second World Cup win. It's the 23rd edition. That is the 48th prime. I'm going to have to type this on my site. This is the first time there's 48 teams at a World Cup. The second World Cup. So England can do the same thing. Who else can get their second World Cup? England, Spain. Anybody else? Who else has won one World Cup? You know Brazil have 5. Italy have 4, but they're not there. France have 2, I think. Anybody? Spain can get the second. England can get the second. Is there any other nation? Yeah, England have the fire horse. That's true as well. But remember, Donald Trump was shot at exactly 48 weeks before his birthday. That's also the year King Charles was born, which benefits England. But that England squad, man, I know it's not about ability. It is so average. It's so average, that squad. It's just those two, England and Spain, all right? They just met in the Euro final. I need to try and remember that. 2-2-3. Now, look, Revelations, the 1-2-1 with Crowley and the Mexico coach. The birthday of the Mexico coach, 12-1, the date Crowley died. Revelation 121, Antichrist 121. South Africa's 121. Now, this benefits a new winner, but there's a lot for there not to be one as well, which I've explained. World Cup's the 23rd edition. You can get your 9th new winner. 23 is the 9th prime. Remember when Ronaldo was given number 9 jersey at Real Madrid at one point? There's got to be a reason behind that. I think Raul was wearing number 7, the Spaniard. So they gave Ronaldo number 9, and then he became 7. 239 is the 52nd prime number. All right, I'll just confirm that with you. And that's the date Pope Francis went to the White House. But 239, no, I'm going to forget that, aren't I? That one. 239 is the 52nd prime. And Mexico's dialing code is plus 52. Now, yeah, Uruguay, they won the first one, didn't they? So Uruguay can also get the second. They have a good team. Ronaldo and Neymar Jr. were both born on a date written 5-2. And this is going to be their last World Cup. I need to mention this as well. Osama bin Laden died on 5-2 on David Beckham's 36th birthday. Guy who went to LA Galaxy, the Guardians of the Galaxy, Bin Laden, the mastermind behind 9/11. Ronaldo makes his second debut for the Red Devils on 9/11. Neymar Jr. being there, again, fallen angel. He's got Mar in his name, like Mars. This guy should not be at the World Cup. Give me a woo if you all agree. I don't care if you're a diehard Neymar fan. You've got to agree that guy does not belong at this World Cup. He's there because, again, he's fallen. So that is Mexico's darling code, plus 52. I know that. I live here. Ronaldo, Neymar were both born on the 5th of February, exactly 7 years apart. Ronaldo was born in 85, Neymar in 92. So Neymar was born exactly 7 years after CR7. Can you believe that? Yeah, Uruguay won it twice. Thank you. I thought so. The final is Brazil's 121st World Cup match. Wow. Again, Brazil to get their 6th World Cup. They're sponsored by Jordan. Can I get a woo? Jordan, number 23, guys. Jordan is the river where Jesus was baptized. They've got Ancelotti, who's one of the biggest snakes there is in professional football. Ancelotti didn't just go there for nothing. Do you know what I mean? A coach like him, he didn't just go to Brazil for nothing. They're going to have a big tournament. They struggled in the last one. I think they got knocked out by Croatia. That Ancelotti, he ain't gone there just to have a mediocre World Cup. They're going to go far, Brazil. And they literally are sponsored by Jordan. Remember when Messi won the World Cup? He played for PSG, who was sponsored by Jordan. It's in the US, guys. Michael Jordan, number 23, is probably the most famous athlete. Him or Tiger Woods to come out of America. Anybody think of a different one? Brady, maybe? No, Brazil is done. No connection to USA. Risa, are you kidding me? Who won the 1994 World Cup in USA? Don't tell... Bro, I appreciate your financial support. Don't tell me Brazil have no connection to USA. Brazil won the World Cup in USA. How do they have no connection? Can I get a woo? How can you tell me they have no connection to USA when they won a World Cup there, bro? Come on. Maybe you didn't know that, but now you do. Much love to you. They beat Italy, and it was a shootout. Okay? Absolute dire final. It was 0-0. Is that when Baggio missed? I can't remember. But, yeah, they do have history. This was a tournament when England didn't qualify. They didn't qualify for whatever reason. But, yeah, they do have connections to USA, mate. They can win it again in USA. Now, the last time these teams met, the game ended 1-1, right? Mexico, South Africa. And see if I can find that. Mexico versus South Africa here. All right, look, can you see it? 55th minute, yeah? I remember this goal. It's one of the most famous. And then Marquez, who they're told is going to be Mexico's coach in 2030 World Cup. This guy went, how many World Cups did he go to? 6? Rafael, like the angel, he equalized, finished from a cross. Jesus died on a cross, right? So 55th, 79th minute. 55 plus 79, 134. That's when Kobe retired, right? Now, 13 times 4 brings us back to this 52. So I'm going to read Revelation 13:4 and Revelation 5:2, okay? Did Marcus go to 5? Thank you. I agree with what you're saying about Ancelotti and Mourinho. Absolutely. I asked ChatGPT who will win the World Cup. It said Spain, okay? Yeah. Again, Spain, nobody will be shocked if they win it. But they also, weirdly, can you also give me a woo here? Spain is this country that goes under the radar. Honestly, it's like, they're the favourites. They won the Euros. It's like, nobody's telling me Spain. Everyone who contacts me, it's like, it's Portugal, it's England, it's Brazil, it's France. No one, it's like they're weirdly going under the radar, even though they're the favourites. It's strange. No one's talking about Spain. They've got Yamal, who's the favourite for the Ballon d'Or. They're dominant. You can't get the ball from them. They barely concede. Yet nobody's mentioning Spain. I don't know why. But Revelation 13:4, and they worship the dragon, this is the devil, which gave power unto the beast. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? All right? Revelation 5:2, and I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof? Now, there's 7 seals, and who is worthy is Jesus, the Lamb. Worthy is the Lamb. So there's 7 seals. Who are the most famous 7s? Ronaldo? Any others? Type it in the chat. At this upcoming World Cup, who are the most famous number 7s? It's not a test, I don't know. I don't care anymore. I know Ronaldo, CR7. I know Neymar was born exactly 7 years after Ronaldo. Who are the famous number 7s? Is Saka number 7? I do not rate that player. Help me out. Havertz is number 7. The guy who has the exact same gematria as Revelation. Who's France's number 7? Berham. Alexis Sanchez, is he still playing? Don't tell me he's still playing. But 7 with the 7 seals, the 7 years of tribulation, the 7 bowls of God's wrath. There's got to be something with 7. Yeah, Chile's not there. I don't know. Thank you, Risa. In 1664, the English took control of New York. Wow! Massive find, bro. You can't write off England. Absolutely not. They have the best striker in the world. They've got a German coach. Last time they won the World Cup, they beat Germany. They've been doing well at tournaments. I look at the squad. I think it's very average, but it doesn't matter. And USA declared its independence from England in 1776. What else is there? Told you David Beckham went out there, England's captain. Bin Laden died on his birthday. He'll be connected to this World Cup. You're going to see his smug face everywhere, aren't you? Number 7, Beckham. You'll see Red Devils. He won the treble in 1999 when the Spurs beat the Knicks in the NBA Finals. These people are fallen angels, guys. I'm going to keep telling you. David as well, like King David. Ham was the son of Noah. I don't know if you know this, David Beckham was born in Whipps Cross Hospital. And in football, another name for a cross is a whip. Like he whipped it in. And Jesus got whipped, didn't he? So the greatest crosser, David Beckham, who's got a cross on his back, was literally born in a hospital called Whipps Cross. Can everyone smash the like there? Can you believe that? And he has a kid called Cruz, which translates to cross in Spanish. Whipps Cross. A whip is another term for a cross in football. And this guy had the best whip, the best cross in world football. And he's got a cross on his back. See if I can find it. And it's got angel wings. Guys, the fallen angels. He's got angel wings and a cross. And that's why this guy's everywhere. And why they're all so connected. I think he was at PSG, just like Messi, just like Neymar, just like Mbappe, just like Sergio Ramos. And remember, he got sent off. Look at the 7 there. He got sent off against Argentina in 1998, which is this. Can I get a woo? That's when David Beckham got sent off. 1998. 666 times 3. So listen, I cannot ride off England. I will not ride off England, but I'm not going to commit to a team. That's my choice. This stuff here is more important than who wins it. For me, this is more important. Now I made this find. I couldn't believe, guys. Smash that like. I need to go get a drink. Give me a second. And I'm gonna. This find here It's just I don't know what's going on in my head. The later it is for me, if I'm coding at 4 a.m., is when I do my best finds. I don't know what takes over, but I make connections that I shouldn't be making. The opening game of the 2026 FIFA World Cup will be played a span of 21,929 days after the Azteca Stadium opened, right? Which I'll have to show you. It opened 5/29/1966. This Mexico-South Africa game, 6/11/2026. 21929, right? 21929. 21929. Now, that is the 2458th prime. 2458. The world is on the verge of nuclear war, and on 2458, the keel was laid in Newport News, Virginia, for the USS Enterprise CVN-65, which would become the world's first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier on this date. I've connected this World Cup to nuclear war. This may explain why this will be the first World Cup to have 3 nations hosting it. Mexico's nickname is El Tri, which translates to the tricolor, which is their flag, which is the 4 horsemen colors. 3 of them. Now look at this. Look at this. Yeah, please hit the like. Thank you, Emmanuel. And I'm living in Mexico right now. Look, Google a picture of the Azteca Stadium. Okay, let's do that now. Because this next bit is just ridiculous. It's got Corona in it, guys. I've told you another pandemic's come in. Look at that Corona. Again, these football stadiums being sponsored by alcohol and Coca-Cola, things that are so horrific for us. I do like soda, I can't help it. But I don't think these stadiums should be sponsored by it. But yeah, they got the Corona. Mexico have a player called Jesus Corona. I don't know if he's still playing. Jesus Corona. Corona means crown. King of Kings. Who's going to be crowned the World Cup winner? They call this the biggest stage of them all. This is the most watched sporting event in the world. I'm going to completely expose it. Azteca, the A to Z, the Alpha and Omega. What does Azteca mean? I know, obviously, the Aztecs. But does it have a meaning? People from Aztlan. Is that all it is? Nothing deep. I don't think there's anything with the Azteca. But again, Spain, Mexico, they speak Spanish, don't they? I don't know anything with Azteca. But I will show you this. Look at this now. Trinity, right? Going back to the tries, Trinity was the first detonation of a nuclear weapon conducted by the United States Army at 5:29 a.m. Mountain Wartime on July the 16th, 1945 as part of the Manhattan Project. Guys, the Trinity test was conducted. Please smash that like. Everyone watching. I keep having visions of explosions at this World Cup. The Trinity test was conducted at 5:29 a.m. and the Azteca Stadium opened on 5:29. Guys, this Trinity test, Mexico's El Tri, I just have to confirm it to you. 5:29. And where's my Azteca Stadium? 5:29. 5:29. Is something going to get blown up? Exactly 16 years to the day after opening the 2010 FIFA World Cup in Johannesburg, Mexico and South Africa will meet again for the 2026 tournament curtain raiser on Thursday, June the 11th, 2026. The roles are reversed, with host nation Mexico playing South Africa at the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. Now, what are the chances? The opening game of the 2026 FIFA World Cup will be played exactly 16 years prior to the opening game of the 2010 FIFA World Cup, which ended 1-1. Wait, is that when Spain won? Is that when Spain won? Spain beat the Netherlands. All right, I need to mention that. Guys, that's more for Spain. That's more for Spain. They beat the Netherlands, who I said are going to go far. Oh my goodness. That's Iniesta won it. It was Iniesta. Iniesta in extra time. Oh, geez. 16 years ago, it finished 1-1. King James Bible was published in 1611. You saw King James in that commercial with Ronaldo. Yeah, it could be Spain, guys. Check again the Azteca Stadium. It's called Estadio Banorte. Yeah, I know they changed the name. It's still the same stadium. What do you want me to type in? Why is it... Wait, why is it... Guys, why am I doing this and why has it got Maradona here? Oh, yeah, because he won it there, didn't he? This famous image was in the Azteca. Is Messi going to have that moment? I don't think so. The final's not in it, is it? And why is he raising it? You know what I mean? Like they won the World Cup together. Same with Pele. Why are they right at the top? If they're a team. And that's that goal that he did. Look at that goalkeeping. Absolutely shocking. I've covered this before. This defender's like... Okay, I'm not going to get close to him. This goal looked like one of the most rigged I've ever seen in my life. But maybe because this guy's just an angelic, demonic being, that there's some force field or something that you couldn't get him. Because he just walked through the whole team. And the way that keeper's going down here, you can clearly see by his body shape he's not taking a shot here. He's trying to cut him. And this guy's nowhere near him. This guy's like half jogging. Just, it didn't look genuine, man. And then the hand of God was this one. He somehow out-jumps this giant goalkeeper whose feet are barely off the ground, which is ridiculous. He should be getting higher than that. Like, feet are stuck. And that's the pose, isn't it, that Donald Trump did when he got shot. Can I get a woo, Valora? When Trump got shot at, which never happened, he came back up and he put his hand in the air, just like this, which is honouring Baal in the Bible, demonic entity Baal. Putting their arm up, it's the same thing. That's why, like, when somebody wins in boxing, they raise their arm. It's all about Baal. I've shown you all of this. Everything they do, these fallen ones, is by design. Wait, this World Cup began 26-6. Oh my word, guys! 1923. What happened in 1923? Devastating natural disasters. Hitler led a failed Nazi coup. I'm saying this because Spain won the 19th edition and they can win the 23rd. That's why I'm looking at this. Did anything happen in Spain? Spain experienced a major turning point when General Miguel Primo de Rivera led a successful military coup. King Alfonso XIII. I'll have to look more into this. You just had a Spaniard coach, didn't you, as well, win the Champions League? And wait, guys, a Spaniard won the Champions League and the Europa League. Correct? Luis Enrique, Unai Emery. They won the Champions League and Europa League. They're going to play in the Super Cup. Spanish coaches. I'm taking Spain, I think. I didn't want to do this, but Aztecs used to sacrifice just like they did to Baal. Oh, my word. Oh, my goodness. The draw in 2010 resulted in both teams earning 1 point to kick off the tournament. This is Mexico, South Africa. At the end of the group stage, Uruguay won the group with 7 points, while Mexico and South Africa both finished with 4. Mexico advanced to the round of 16, 4 times 4. On goal difference, making South Africa the first host nation in World Cup history to be eliminated in the group stage. 16 additional teams are going to play in this World Cup. God bless you, Fleet. Much love to you. There was 32, now there's 48. So we've got 16 new teams. 16 cities are going to host it, guys. 16 cities are going to host it. Wait, is that Rodri's number? Guys, is Rodri number 16? Who? Oh, my word, he is! Rodri, I'm going to have to mark that down. The guy who won the Ballon d'Or, and I coded him. Rodri's number 16, man. And he was born in 96. Oh, my word. I'm just going to have to mark this down. Rodri wears number 16 for Spain. I need to say that so I've done codes about Rodri. Crazy ones. Look at this. Can I show you this? Whew. Portugal will kick off their FIFA World Cup campaign in Group K, which is 11, against DR Congo on 6/17/2026, right? Well, look at this. When was Ronaldo Jr. born? Give me a few more woos. Let's get to 150 likes. Guys, Portugal's campaign begins exactly 16 years after Ronaldo Jr. was born. What? June 17th, 2010. June 17th, 2026 is when Ronaldo and Portugal are going to begin their campaign. But Ronaldo first ever World Cup goal. Look at the date. Thank you, Golden Peacock. Cristiano Ronaldo scored his first ever World Cup goal on 6/17. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, everybody. Ronaldo got his first ever World Cup goal 6/17. Exactly 4 years before Ronaldo Jr. was born. Quotation marks, because I don't think they're human. And now their World Cup campaign begins 6/17. 6/17. 6/17. 6/17. Oh my word, I've just connected something. Ronaldo, Portugal's campaign is going to begin 6/17/2026, exactly 20 years after Ronaldo's first World Cup goal, and exactly 16 years after, oh my word, after Ronaldo Jr. was born. Euro 2016 winner, 2016. Oh my word, it's Portugal. Oh my word, it's Portugal. Oh my, Would somebody just steal this work and go viral for it because they had images? Portugal won the Euro 2016 tournament. Ronaldo, his Portugal are going to begin this World Cup exactly 20 years after Ronaldo's first goal at the World Cup and exactly 16 years after Ronaldo Jr. was born. What the frick? What the... Oh my word. Oh shit. Well, here's what the 16s are. Revelation 16. What's Ronaldo's number, guys? It's 7, yeah? Revelation 16 describes the 7 bowls of God's wrath. The final catastrophic judgments poured out on an unrepentant world. Guys, please repent and give your life to Christ, because this world right now is unrepentant. They've not given their life to Christ. Right before the return of Jesus Christ. Remember, Cristiano means follower of Christ. It symbolizes the completion of divine justice against global wickedness, mirroring the historical plagues of Egypt. This is why Salah's been so important. The Egyptian king, right? I think Brazil just beat Egypt. Mexico's president is Claudia Sheinbaum Pardo, and she was born 24/6/1962, exactly 25 years before Messi was born, who led Argentina to win the last World Cup. 25. The beast of Revelation will kill 25% of the Earth's population. It's about 2 billion. Ronaldo and Neymar were both born on dates written 2/5, February the 5th, exactly 7 years apart. Mexico are 2-11 all time against South Africa. 2-11. Oh, my head is hurting. Which is the 47th prime, and obviously you got the 47th president, Trump. But 2:11 makes me think of the Bible verse, Revelation 2:11. He that hath an ear, Trump got shot in the ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. There's 7 of them. He that overcomes shall not be hurt of the second death. The second death is the lake of fire, which is eternal torment, separated from the love of God. I don't want any of you to suffer the second death, guys. I'm gonna die in the flesh, but I ain't gonna be hurt of the second death, because I've been given eternal life through Christ. Now, 2/11 as a date is the 42nd day of the year, February the 11th, and the beast reigns for 42 months. Now, Mexico last lost a competitive game at the Azteca Stadium in 2013, the same year that Vatican City was struck twice by lightning, on the 42nd day, and the same year Pope Francis was installed as the Pope. And Mexico won the 2025 Gold Cup, the Golden Age, after beating USA in the final. They got their 42nd all-time win. The 42nd. South African hero Nelson Mandela died in 2013. Where are you, Nelson? There he is. See how he died? 2013. He was also born the year World War I ended. Can I get a woo? Now, we know all about Nelson Mandela. Look, oh my word, he's doing that. Guys, they've fallen. He's doing the same freaking thing that I just showed you with Pele and with Maradona and with Trump. He's doing the same thing, guys. Oh my word, guys, this has to be one of the best streams I've ever done. Give me a woo if you agree. Not to blow my own trumpet, but this is pretty special, isn't it? Whatever I say, it just... He's doing the Masonic hand gesture there, which I've shared. Oh my word. Again, this guy's getting pushed. But Nelson Mandela, guys, he died 2013. 2013, big year. Huge year, guys. Revelation 2013. That's when Sir Alex Ferguson retired from the Red Devils, ladies and gentlemen. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged, every man according to their works. We're all going to be judged, guys, righteously. Now, the next find, I've actually coded this, and Chuck reminded me, but I already had it. But I appreciate him reminding me. Mexico's captain is Edson, right? Son, like Nelson, all right? Edson Omar Alvarez Velasquez. He actually got the winning goal in this Gold Cup game. And he was born on the 68th year anniversary of the Great Depression beginning. Guys, what the heck? This is the captain. He does this thing. He points to his ears. I'll give you all the verses about the ears. And blessed are those with the ears to hear. Look how he's number 4. Can you see his number 4? Guys, he was born October the 24th. That's when the Great Depression began. So, the great, make America great again. See, people just lining up for food. They couldn't find work. They're all unemployed, giving out free food. The banks collapsed. The Azteca is now named after a bank. Look, October 24th, 1929 is historically known as the Black Thursday, marking the devastating initial collapse of the US stock market. What the heck? And this guy, look at his birthday, 10/24, is the captain. And he was born exactly 68 years after this. 68. Look at this. And he's number 4. Revelation 6:8 is about the 4th horseman, which is death. Goosebumps, eh? Exactly, Julian. Please share this, brother. Please. Look at this. Mexico's captain's number 4, Edson Omar Alvarez Velasquez, and he was born on the 68th year anniversary of the Great Depression beginning. Revelation 6:8. This is the 4th horseman. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. This is green. What did Mexico wear? Green. The color you most connect to Mexico is green. The pale horse is the green horse. And his name that sat on him was Death. And hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the 4th part of the earth. He wears number 4, to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. There's 4 beasts, right? And look at this. If I go back to this, 2025 Gold Cup, guys, look who got the winning goal. Alvarez, in a game that the first goal was 4 minutes. And I coded Jimenez to score connected to Jota. And he did the Jota celebration. I'm like, is this real? Is this world real? And he got the winning goal. My head. Now look at this. Watch this. The opening game of this World Cup, right, with Mexico and South Africa, is going to be exactly 653 weeks after Nelson Mandela died. Can I get a woo? Cheers, Chuck. You see this? 12/5 was also when they did the draw for the groups of this World Cup on the anniversary of Mandela's death. 653 weeks after Nelson Mandela died, South Africa are playing Mexico in the opening game. 653. 653, guys. 119th prime number. Are you shitting me right now? The 911 in reverse. The 119. And then I showed you this, wherever it is. Where's the... can't find it. Is it here? Maradona born 119. Date numerology. The Azteca Stadium opened. 119 date numerology. The 119. It's because of this. All right. And by the way, just to let you all know, which I've done before, Nelson Mandela, guys, Sun Man. Come on, Sun Man. Jesus, Son of Man. Nelson Mandela. Fallen angel, made up name. Son of Man is the title Jesus used most frequently for himself in the New Testament. It's the most frequent name for him. Son of Man. Where are you, Nelson Mandela? All right, where are you, mate? We'll bring him back here. Nelson. Right? He's got the Son. He's got the Man. The Son of Man is Jesus, guys. I've got goosebumps. Goosebumps, man. And look how he became the first president of South Africa in 1994 when USA hosted the World Cup, which Brazil won. 94. What? Oh my goodness. Woo! And it's because these won 19. So the World Cup begins exactly 653 weeks after Nelson Mandela died. 653 is the 119th prime. Revelation 11:9. And they, of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations, right, the World Cup, all these nations, shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. And I'll end with this, man. This has knackered me. Mexico will host their third World Cup. Brilliant. Argentina won their third World Cup. Maradona won the World Cup in Mexico. Good stuff. Argentina are 3-3 in World Cup finals. The last World Cup final finished 3-3. France's dialing codes plus 33. Paris Saint-Germain won the 33rd edition of the Champions League, the French team. France hosted the 33rd edition of the Olympics. Miss Jones, you've got to watch this from the beginning. God bless you. Now watch this. This is your four horsemen. All right? White, red, black, and green. White is conquest, red is war and bloodshed, black is famine and pestilence, and green is death, okay? These are your four horsemen. It's in the Bible. Read about them. 4 of them. World Cups every 4 years, yeah? Now look at Mexico's flag. You have the conquest, you have the war, you have death. Then you've got the eagle eating the snake. That snake is Satan. Okay? But I don't see any black. But then when we go to South Africa, I don't think Mexico play Portugal. I do not. There's a chance Portugal win the World Cup that's hosted by Mexico. I do not believe they will meet in the final. I think Mexico will be lucky to get the quarterfinals, although host nations tend to do pretty well. And then look at South Africa's flag. White, red, black, green. Yes, it has gold and blue as well, but it's got 4 of the 4 horsemen colours. Conquest, war, famine, pestilence, death. So, yeah, guys, this has took it out of me, greatly. But I appreciate you watching. Like I say, I'm going to write a book about this World Cup. It's going to be a lot. 3 vertical pillars of Masonic resurrection. Yeah, there's Masonry is very, very prevalent in Mexico. But I think it is worldwide, if I'm honest. I don't think it's just in Mexico. So there you have it, guys. I'm going to close all of this now. It's too much for my computer to handle. I'll share this code on my website. But this is crazy. You've seen it for yourself now. This is all going to go. You can fact check it or just go back and watch it again. We live in a coded reality, guys. We just do. And the World Cup begins the 162nd day of the year. If my work's inspired you to the Bible, just type amen. I hope it leads my brother to it. So the World Cup's the 162nd day of the year when it begins. And the first went and poured out its veil upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. Guys, this is why the World Cup begins the 162nd day. It begins with 203 days left in the year. Revelation 23. And cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more. This is the World Cup. The whole world is watching till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season. This is about Satan's little season, which has not happened yet, because it happens after Jesus returns. Jesus returns in Revelation 19. He's not returned. Revelation 20, Satan's led out. But then ultimately, he will be cast into a lake of fire. Now, we know Mexico can win and go 3-11. COVID declared a pandemic 3-11. There's a lot that can happen here. Wait, they met and it was 4-2 on 7-6. 7 times 6 is 42. The Nike Cup. Nike, the goddess of victory. So these games, like recently, they drew one all, 2-1. I don't think they're going to blow them out if they win, put it that way. I can't believe that Mandela Code. I don't believe they're human beings. He got married on his 80th birthday. It's the 80th NBA Finals. He got married when he was 80 on his birthday. Oh my word, the World Cup that Messi won was started on Biden's 80th birthday. Satan equals 80, guys. What the frick? The World Cup began on Biden's birthday, guys, when he was 80. November the 20th. What the hell? Okay. Right. Yeah, Trump's about to turn 80. It's for Satan. So yeah, guys, just do some research, do some more stuff, and just know this is bigger than who wins. When they're making movies about a guy and books about him, and you can't take these people seriously. Why is somebody asking this? Yes, Mandela was a vocal supporter of the LGBTQ plus rights. Of course he was, because he's a demon. All right. Did you enjoy that, guys? Mandela's birthday is the third place match. Really? Oh, wow. It's crazy. That's crazy. Great find. Thank you. Mandela's birthday is the third versus fourth match. That's really interesting. Thank you. Okay. The winner will wear Nike shirt. Very possible. Who is that? Oh, is this Diego? Wait, from Twitter? It could be Spain in the third place game. Yeah, Spain will get to the semis at least for me. Guys, go check out Nani CR7. If this is Diego from Twitter, go follow him. He's really good when it comes to football. Go check him out. Shakira sings on Nike stage. Who's sponsored by Nike? I used to know all of this. I just don't care anymore. Football Nation sponsored by Nike. All right. Brazil, France, England, United States, Netherlands. So Brazil, I thought they were sponsored by Jordan. England, okay. France, Netherlands. So Adidas is Spain, isn't it? It's just there's too many things to look into. I don't know. I think Spain have the best riddle from what I've just shown you. All right, we're going to have to leave it there. France wearing Nike. Yeah, France have probably the best team if it was real. They have the best team. But I don't think they win it. I don't think they win it. Okay, Shakira, she's Colombian or Colombia in the World Cup. Okay. Wait. Mother Teresa? That's a dude, isn't it? It looks like Anthony Fauci. Macedonia. That connects to the Bible, Macedonia as well. Okay, I don't want to look at Mother Teresa. Absolute fraud of a human being, if it's even human. Did Germany stand a chance? I don't think Germany are coming off. How many World Cups do Germany have? No, they ain't coming off 4. Germany ain't winning it. They ain't coming off 4 with all these 4s I've given you and all the 16s, which is 4 times 4. Germany won't win for me. They got the most World Cups after Brazil. So yeah, I don't think Germany. I wouldn't think Germany. They'll stay on 4. They're done. Brother Teresa, brilliant, good banter. Hit the like on your way out, please, guys. 152. It's not great, but it's more than usual. If you have hit the like, thank you very much. Appreciate you all. If you're on my website, thank you as well. And like I said, I'm going to write a book about this World Cup. I've already got 27 pages. Oh no, I've got this as well. The first ever World Cup game was played on 13/7/1930, exactly 77 years after Yamal was born, and exactly 94 years after Trump was shot in the ear. What? Wait, the first ever World Cup game was played on 37, exactly 1977. It's before. Donald Trump's favourite all-time football player is Pelé, who scored 77 goals for Brazil, and USA hosted the 94 World Cup, in which Brazil won. Look at that find. What a find that is, with Yamal and with Brazil. Freaking crazy. Yamal's birthday is so important, guys. It's when the first World Cup game was played. 13/7. It's when Trump was shot at. Dark Horse Belgium. Yep, absolutely. The Red Devils, bro. They didn't do anything with that incredible team, though, did they? The team's very average now. But it doesn't matter. All right. Thank you all for watching. I'm done for the day. Well, hopefully. Hope you enjoyed this. A lot of information there. But do as you wish with it. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. God wins, and share this stream. Get it shared right now. Whoa.